All right, we're here with Taheem Monroe, head coach Tim McDonald, and Daryl Bagwell. Coach, just open it up to you for an opening statement.
Sure. I mean, I know game didn't go the way that we wanted. We tried to come out and play in the zone in the beginning of the game, and to their credit, they shot the heck out of the ball. They're 10 for 12 in the first half, and to our guys' credit, though, we turned it up and really fought back. I think we had a 2-point game or a 3-point game right at around a minute left. Just couldn't get over that hump when we were trying to make that comeback. I think if we would have been able to get over that and get the lead, I think we would have been able to pull through. But our guys fought for all 40 minutes. I was very proud of the way that they fought. These two in particular, everything that they've meant for the program. 2 of 20 guys here that have scored over 1,000 points. Taheem obviously leaves with great accolades, over 2,000 points, all-time leading scorer and rebounder here. I mean, very impressive careers that both of them have had, and I couldn't be happier to coach them. 2 great guys that I look forward to staying in touch with for the rest of their lives and being there when they get married, have kids, and all that. So definitely happy to coach these guys, and I'm just sad that it had to end for them.
Absolutely.
Coach, I asked Coach Brock from Springfield about whether they were surprised to see the zone defense since they hit 13 threes last night. He said sometimes you got to do that to steal minutes and to get some rest. Was that the theory coming out?
It wasn't anything to do with rest. We've had a really good 2-3 zone that we've had all year, and when we've played that, we've done a much better job guarding the arc than we have in our man-to-man defense. The thought going to that was to extend it out and really guard the arc. To their credit, they found seams in it and buried, felt like every shot that they took. It wasn't about resting anything, because I think we actually move a lot harder when we're in the zone, because we'll try to, they didn't get the ball there, but in the short corner we were going to trap it, and our rotations are pretty good. But we extended it out to the 3-point line. They were just able to find those seams, and to their credit, they knocked them down. I mean, we played that zone. The last time we tried to play it for an entire game was versus Eastern Connecticut State in Miami,
right.
And we were able to get out and guard them, and it ended up being a game that turned into Taheem versus their best player, Tarshi Brown, on the interior, and I think Taheem got the better of them that day. So nothing about resting our legs, it was more about guarding the arc for them, and that was, obviously didn't do a good enough job with it tonight.
Played better in the second half. What adjustments did you guys make defensively?
Yeah, I mean, I'll start with them. We really just tried to speed them up and try to get the ball out of 22's hands a lot. Trapping in the full court, I think we were able to disrupt their timing a lot. That's something that we talked about. If they get into the half court and they're able to keep their timing down, I think they're very well coached, run a great offense in the half court, but we did a great job speeding them up, keeping them uncomfortable, and they were never really able to get comfortable in their half court offense. Fortunately, we weren't able to come back all the way, but we fought for 40 minutes and were able to get there. So I'll let you guys add anything to that as well.
The second half, I just think that we came out. You know, we was down 44-35. We all just buckled down on defense. We knew that it was the last 20 minutes. It could be the last 20 minutes of our career, the rest of the team for the season. So we just came out and gave it our all. And with the press, I felt like we did a good job turning over. But we just couldn't capitalize at the end. So.
Daryl, they were hitting threes all over the place early on, and it looked like for a moment there they were going to pull away. They were up, 12 or something like that. You guys brought the press out and came back. You got within 2. Talk to me about how effective the press was against them, and why was it so effective against them?
It worked from the game before when they played Albright. We was watching it, so I mean, I was sitting with Vern, and he was just telling me like stuff we need to do, and like the press, it was working. So when we came out in the game, we was like we wanted to press them, and we got stops, but they're a real good team. So it was like when we press them and we don't get it still, or we gamble, they gonna make us pay every single time. So like that was really the killer. So.
Right.
For those, Vern Robinson's our one of our assistant coaches.
Yep.
My bad. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Sorry.
Nice to have that one last push there for you guys. The gym was kind of empty when we started,
Yeah.
but it filled in. It felt like a Cabrini home game in the
Nah,
tournament.
that
there.
wasn't no Cabrini on me.
No,
Yeah.
well, your student section wasn't here.
Yeah.
The game would have been way crazier than that.
Yeah, the spring break kind of hurts the home crowd that way. I know we had a couple of the teams return from Florida and were able to get in
Oh, was that?
late. That's why we had some people showed up, I think, right in the second half. But yeah, spring break wasn't going on. I think we would have had the seats filled out. But still, I thought the people that were here did a really good job kind of getting our energy level up and keeping it up. So
Yeah, well done.
yeah.
I know it's very soon after it happened, but thoughts from you, either Taheem or Daryl, about your career here?
I grew up. I went through a lot of stuff here, so it's like, I don't know. Now looking at the young people, it's like I'm looking at myself now. So it's, I don't know, bittersweet, I guess you can say.
I remember you as a freshman. You've matured a lot as a player. I don't come to a lot of games.
Yeah, I know somebody said that,
Yeah.
but yeah, I know. It's just, I don't know. I learned that.
Do you feel older?
A little, my body, yeah. Shit, I stretch a lot in the middle of the night and all of it. So yeah, I do feel it. But it is what it is.
Taheem, you're the 6th leading rebounder in Division III basketball history. Talk about your career.
So I don't know. Coming as a freshman, if you told me that I was going to be like a good rebound, I wouldn't have believed it really. You know, playing with Aaron Moss, you know, taking out his lead and stuff like that. It was just watching him and how much he worked. It's just like, I don't know, it just motivated me to just do so much more. And then like Daryl said, seeing the young guys come in and seeing basically myself and them, it was just good to be able to push them for the next 3 years of my career. And you know, it was my time at Cabrini was just like awesome at the end of the day. If you ask me, I had a great time on campus, in the gym. Like it was just, I don't know, just yeah, it's just I can't really explain. I don't know. I'm just happy that I actually chose Cabrini at the end of the day.
We would do it all over again though.
Yeah.
From freshman year. So now we would do it. I would do it again. I'm pretty sure you would too.
Yeah,
So I would
a
do
little
it.
definitely, but yeah, I'll do it a little.
Yeah, definitely.
Coach, last question for
Sure.
me. 10 years from now, Taheem comes up to you. You're coaching a game here. He's got his family. He says hi. Daryl comes up. He's got his family. He says hi. They walk away. Someone comes up to you and say, "Who is that?" What do you tell him?
First, with Taheem, I probably just, both of them, I could point up to the banner because their names are going to be there for the rest, forever.
sir.
I mean, their names are engraved in there. I mean, I'll start with Taheem, and I'll just tell, I mean, he was part of the first recruiting class my first year as the head coach.
Right.
Having him come in and for 4 years come in and just continue to get better. I mean, he got better every day and grew, I think, this year. And I've told everyone this, the one thing that he grew into this year was a leader. Before, he's not the most outgoing person. He's very mature, outgoing, but he's kind of quiet on the floor and lets his play do the speaking for him. And I think this year, having a lot of younger guys, he really stepped up into a leadership role and really taught those guys the way that we want to get things done here, and was able to lead, still by example, but still he was able to get those guys when things were going bad in games, kind of bring them together, keep everyone level-headed. So to go back to your question, and what am I going to say to those people? I'm going to say he's one of the best players to ever play here. Like you said, 6th leading rebounder in NCAA history for Division III is an incredible stat to have. I mean, but the one thing about him, he's such a great person off the floor as well. So just such a well-rounded person, does well in the classroom. Great person, someone that I would love to have my family stay close to. Going to be a great role model for anyone that gets close to him. When he starts a family, he's going to be a great father. I have no doubt about it. Whatever he chooses to do after school, he's going to be successful with. So definitely a person that I would want anyone to meet and hang around. For Daryl, I mean, a little bit different. I recruited Daryl when I was an assistant here. Probably went to more than half of his high school games at Imhotep High School. Got to know him and his family really well. So when he was a freshman, I was still the assistant coach. My first year as the head coach, he got hurt and missed the entire year, which is why he was able to get a 5th year and play his 5th year out for me. I'm so happy that I got to be the head coach for him for 3 years. Like he said, throughout his career, he matured so much. Throughout this year, he matured so much. He's battled through a lot of things, whether academically, he got himself in trouble, but he's fought through. He's on pace to graduate in May. So that's something that watching him grow in the classroom, watching him grow as a person and mature. Again, early in the year, me and him had it out. And he missed a couple games because he was late to something. But since that point, he's grown, and Ivan Robinson, our starting point guard, went down with a torn ACL. And literally just turned the keys over to Darren and was like, he's never played point guard for full season. He's kind of just been thrown into that role in spot situations in games. and he became a leader on the floor for us. I mean, he did everything that we asked. He learned our calls real quickly, was able to get the ball moving for us as a team, fixed his shot selection, which was something for 5 years we've harped on, and he really, this year, especially the second half of the year, had taken great shots. And really, he looked at it as, hey, I'm going to get assists now. And he did a great job with it. I think he was, for the season, averaged a little over 5 assists a game. For him, it's someone that it has a lot of fun every day. I mean, he comes to practice like a ball of energy every day. Someone that, if you're introduced to someone, said that guy had a lot of fun playing basketball. He came in, he never looked at practice or anything as a chore, like something to try and get through. He came and played as hard as he could every day, had fun with it at the same time, and came out and competed every day. So something that I would let them know, that very happy to be able to coach these two guys.
Thank you, Coach.
I just have one final question, Ty, Daryl. What's something that you guys can pass along to the younger guys on the team moving forward now that you guys are, going to be moving on?
Enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah, your career it goes by like a blink of an eye. So, enjoy every last moment of it and try to win a conference championship before your senior year. You want to try to win it early. So, I mean, they already experienced it actually, this year. So they accomplished one of them. But yeah, just enjoy it and play every last game like it's your last.
I would say, what would I tell them? That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
What would I tell them? Wow, that's, I might be too honest. Just live it up while you can. I'm just be blunt and say that. Don't hold back. Even on the court, my stepdad, he keep telling me over and over, play every game like it's your last. It's your last time on the floor. I think I gave it all out there, so I would just tell them just to give everything, even in the classroom or just whatever. Like, build a relationship with your friends. I built a relationship with them freshmen, and I didn't even really like them when I first met them, but they cool, and I'm gonna come back and actually support. So I would probably tell incoming people, just live it up while you can, because these years gonna pass really fast.
Awesome. Cool. Well, that's it. You got anything else? All right. Thank you, guys.